Welcome back to the final video for Catherine, Princess of Wales, Grand Tableau, Lenormand reading. So we're going to look at some of the diagonals, which are the hidden aspects and hidden things in the chart. So far, this reading has been more focused on her health and some of the other battles, the satellite battles that she's been fighting, but really it's about her health and going back to work. So let's pull up the card view. But thank you so much for being here. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below what else you'd like to see. My voice is squeaking because I almost choked on a Nestle morsel. I'm bringing up the card. Well, let's intro. No, I'm not lighting the beacon of Gondor, Greg. Greg likes to ask me questions just as I'm about to come on. So welcome back, Tarot fam. So Lenormand fam. So I hope that you guys are loving these videos. I hope those of you that are interested are going to go sign up for my class. It is linked in the description below. There's a Lenormand class. It is on sale right now. I'm going to be pulling that sale off soon, though. Summer sales are all ending. But you can still book your own magical reading with me for 20% off. That is linked in the description below. It does say tarot reading, but if you want a Lenormand reading, we can do that. If you want the full Grand Tableau, there is their own booking link for that, just because the Grand Tableau takes a little bit longer. It cuts out more time for you. So let's pull up the card view and take a look at some of the diagonals here. So we've gone through the whole chart. Super fun, right? What we're going to do is look at some of the select diagonals here. Okay. So select diagonals, and this time we're going to pull up the houses as well. So let's look here. Okay. Where do I want to go first? Let's start up here with our messages. So we have the Rider with messages of good things that are coming forward. The Whip, arguments or difficulties. I want you to think about that as a difficulty. We have the Moon there. So things are getting revealed. And then we have the Gentleman, the Mountain. So this could be the doctor telling her about the cancer unseen behind the moon. And this is a difficult thing, possibly with that male involved. But at the end, it works out great because all of these things worked in her favor. And she's a good person who worked toward a positive disposition. So now let's look at this, the public. We're going to look at Clover and the public there. We're going to look at the birds and that bear, Crossroads and the anchor and the moon with the fish. So underlying things, Clover, the luck here, this is faded. Her public position is faded. Now, in my opinion, this kind of a read, if we had Catherine Middleton, she likely would have been in the public eye as well. We likely would have seen her show up in some fashion in the public world because her luck in this life is to push her to the front. She's a great representative for things. So she could have been a representative for her mother's party company, Party Pieces. They actually brought Party Pieces here to the United States, and I bought some, and it was a cute little shark set. It was absolutely adorable. I got it for my son's birthday, even though he was a big boy when it came out, but he loves sharks, so he thought it was cute. Very cute, very high quality. Nice stuff. The idea behind Party Pieces was to kind of get all your party stuff in one location, which was a great idea. So she likely would have gone into some kind of representation of a business or an organization. She would have been pushed in that just by fate. She's incredibly likable. The birds, the way people talk about her, she is really an institution that is very hard to criticize. She is someone who it's almost impossible to say bad things about. She's always going to conduct herself with an amazing amount of grace and with a gold standard that is really hard to compete with. The crossroads, she will always choose the conservative method, the conservative way to go. And her luck and fortune is always going to be on her side. This is not someone that we're going to see. If she could have started any kind of business, she could have been a hairdresser for anything. Anything that she would have touched would have been graced with some amount of luck and good stuff. So now we're going to skip over here. Underlying. So this is our faded luck that we have with her, that she's just going to blossom and do well. This was a very interesting pairing over here. And this is actually an interesting corner. We're going to talk about this corner too. So the cross and the house, her difficulty to bear, her struggle, if you will, in this life, but I don't think that it's a struggle. It's almost like her assignment in this life is to uphold the royal family. Think about the royal family without the Princess of Wales right now, without Catherine Middleton being inserted into that role as the Princess of Wales. It would be a little bit boring. A little bit, right? Like, she is fabulous to look at. The children are adorable. Even her sister is a great character that got brought into it. Who didn't forget, who's forgotten about Pippa's butt? She had a great butt. She looked amazing at the wedding. She was an amazing support. She's gone on to have a great life. Her parents are very charming. Her brother has gone on to do some interesting things with mental health. And has been very forthright about his mental health struggle. So, they are a real family with dimension. They're not just these, oh, hoity-toity wealthy people. Oh, darling. Oh. They're regular people. It is her cross to bear to be that beauty and that jewel in the crown of the royal family. Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, love her to death. Is she as charming as Catherine? Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to ask my friend Grumpy Sapper, who's met her twice. But, and if you're not subscribed to Grumpy Sapper, go on over there. Give him some subs. We're trying to get him up to 1,000 right now. So this is really the challenge that was handed to her. The challenge is that she is the jewel in the crown right now. So, in this section of life. So let's talk about this grouping here, this pairing here. So we're just going to show the houses that we have. So we have the coffin. This is, the endings, her cross to bear, which transitions every cross she has to bear. It will transition her to another level. Her personal life ended when she took on the role of being the future queen by marrying the future king. Over here, we have the coffin over the bouquet, not banquet, over the bouquet, which is her happiness. There is some sacrifice to being a part of the royal family. She is sacrificing freedom to a certain extent. She's not running down the street quite as much as her late mother-in-law, Princess Diana, Princess of Wales. But she is somewhat beleaguered by the press and by social media and those sorts of things. Over here, changes, dealing with people that are terrible, dealing with those social media voices that are perhaps led by someone that are nibbling away at her self-esteem. These are things that she has to deal with, and it's all for the royal family and being a loyal and good supporter of that family. So, did she, when she married William, enter into a covenant with a family that is probably the best known family on the planet, and also a major billion dollar corporation? It's probably in the trillions at this point. Did she do that? Is she conscripted now to have loyalty up the yin yang? Absolutely. This is what we're looking at. Is it worth it though? There are these challenges. Now, the cross, while it is a challenge, is not necessarily a rewardless challenge. I want you to remember that when you're doing your own readings with Lenormand, because the cross can be glory. Glory to God, glory to our Savior, glory to the powers that be, glory to the universe. Yes, this is something that is worthwhile because within this family, she does find protection, friendship, and loyalty right back to her. So I do think that that's a very interesting corner of her chart here. So real quick, we are going to do kind of the over under. So we also read from left to right, past to present. So let's go through this. So things are cloudy, but we get out in the public with a little bit of luck. People are talking positively about the family. The lady is much loved. Even though she has challenges, these will end. Over here, we're committed to the family, stepping into the unknown, stepping into a secret cloistered world that is powerful and strong, carries messages about children for the future. She's obligated to provide an heir to the throne. We have protection, even though there are mice in the basement. She's lifted above everyone else, lifted above the mice to be protected by the family. We go over here. This life is a gift. She had a choice. She could have been a commoner or she could have stayed with William moving forward. He is the anchor, taking her into another life where she can use her smarts as this lovely lady to present information and satisfy the king or Prince William. Down here, we have the key, which is solutions, changes. We're walking into a new room that may be difficult, repetitious, and may cut us off from some other things in our life. But friendship abounds. We have lots and lots of abundance, lots of good stuff. We know that. There are situations where we have mountains to climb, but the sun will come out, happiness will prevail, family will always be there for us. And here we become a part of history. So that is another way to read Lenormand, from the past into the future. So we'll cover some more of the angles and directions that we can go in Lenormand in future readings. But I think for now, we're going to leave it at that for Catherine, Princess of Wales. I hope you guys liked it. I tried to make this reading as positive as possible. And we're doing straight read. We're not doing problem solving read or anything like that. We're just looking at the straight read of the situation and going through the houses on this. So I hope you liked it. Please let me know what you think of these readings. I'm having a great time doing the Lenormand, and the class is so much fun. You can do a poolside, you can do a bedside, you can do a table side, you can do a beach side, seaside, whatever you're going to do. But the class is really fun. I'm getting great feedback from people that have signed up already. I'd love to see some more students on there. Once I do have a good amount of students, I will launch an in-person class where we can all sit down and do a Zoom and talk about some of the challenges that maybe you've had. And I'll do that as part of your course. That wouldn't be extra. There is an option to always book an extra appointment with me, but I think I'm going to do it for the Lenormand class and get everybody on board just to have some fun and see what they liked, what they didn't like. So hope to see more of you over there. Again, there's links below if you'd like your own magical reading or if you'd like to take my brand new Lenormand course. I'll see you all soon. Thanks again.